company. Anthony Davis, just the 5th player to put up 35 points and 10 rebounds in their first career conference finals game. Let's hear from the Brass.
Hey, Anthony, before we get to the game, just want to see if you want to follow up on any of LeBron's thoughts on the MVP, sort of like what you saw from your teammate, your first year playing together, a regular season all the way up to the point where you are now.
I mean, he deserves it. I mean, what he's been able to do for our team, things he's been doing individually, on a consistent basis, night in, night out, it's not even a question, who deserves it. Year 17, doing what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he said everything that I was going to say, but he, like he said, I think it's just, what people, the narrative people is given. You kind of, they kind of choose the MVP before the season even starts, and what he's been able to do for us this year, playoffs and regular season. I think if you take him off our team, and we have had games where he didn't play, since we're playing Denver now, when we played Denver, in LA, they beat us by 30. So, I mean, you take him off our team, the things, and the value he brings to our team, that's what it is, most valuable player. And I think he's, very valuable to our team. And if you take him off our team, we definitely take a hit.
And then just switching to tonight's game, what did you think was the key with you guys figuring something out defensively? You held Denver to 20 in the second quarter, I think 21 in the third, or maybe those were vice versa. What did you guys figure out after that big first quarter?
We just had to lock in defensively. We knew that Jamal and Jokic are going to, come out, on fire, come out trying to score, and we just had to make sure that we trying to contain them. I mean, we had times they did score. They made some good shots, but our coverages was kind of messed up. So we tried to get back to our coverages and do it the right way. And when we did, we got stopped. So just coming out and especially giving up a 38-point first quarter, that's not our defense. And coach challenged us to get better on defense in the second and third and fourth quarter, and be able to lock in and get stops.
Anthony, it's Dave. When things like this happen, anything a perceived slight towards LeBron, do you ever see that affect his play or change his focus for the better, or it manifests itself in any way where it helps his performance and helps your team?
The MVP thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he locks in. I mean, he goes into a different mode. I mean, he's already in that mode, regardless, because we're trying to win a ring. But, and I know he'd rather, win a ring than win than the MVP award. But, it definitely, sparks him, and like he got a chip on his shoulder, like he got something to prove. I mean, so we see it, and, he knows it. And the team knows it, and we know that we know he's gonna show it.
Allie?
Calvin?
I'm gonna ask a non-MVP question. You guys were up double digits for a lot of the game. Obviously you always want to build that, keep that as much as you can, but with Denver and how they've played these playoffs, does it feel different? Is there more of an urgency to making sure you guys keep those leads?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, no lead is safe with this team. In the game or in the series. I mean, they've proven that they're a second half team. Where they come out and just basically destroy teams in the second half, and prove that even if they're down the series, they're not going to fight. Their team is going to be resilient and keep fighting no matter what the score is, what the situation is. So, like I said, we haven't done anything special from our group. We know the type of team they are, and it just puts the emphasis on our focus. When we do have to lead, knowing that Jamal can get hot, you know, Jokic can get hot. They pick and roll game could get going. Their other guys start making shots. So, you know, when we have a lead, we have to lock in even more.
Jeff?
Anthony, what did you see from Dwight?
Big minutes. Played extremely well. He was physical with Jokic. Made his free throws. He was great in the pick and roll game. He's talking on defense. And it just speaks volumes of who he is as a person and as a player. I mean, not to play, you know, in our last series against Houston, and then, you know, come out, you know, and be ready to play in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, it's, you know, speaks volumes of who he is and our team. You know, guys stay ready. Guys, you know, prepare and put in the work. So when their time is called, they are ready. And you know, he came in and played huge minutes for us tonight, and helped us get the win.
All right, Tanisha, do you have any on your end?
Yep, last two questions. We'll go Melissa Rowland.
Hey, Dee, two questions for you. One, do you think there's a fatigue factor in terms of when a guy is so good for so long, he can be overlooked in a sense? And then I also wanted to ask you if you think that there's a more fair way for the voting to be done.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say he's overlooked. I mean, he's the best player in the league. I mean, every headline is about LeBron James, and everybody talks about, you know, what he's done. I mean, but if you look at this year, what he was able to accomplish, you know, regular season and playoffs, you know, it was, for me, it was clear cut that he was the MVP. And I'm not sure how they can do the voting. I mean, you know, I think we can get the players more involved for sure. I mean, we actually the ones who's out there playing against these guys. And, you know, if you look around the league, a lot of players, you know, say Bron should be MVP. You know, these guys go up against him night in, night out, and see what he brings to the table and what his value is to our team. So, you know, I think the players for sure should get involved in all the votes.
Hey, Anthony. You guys did a really good job tonight keeping Murray and especially Jokic off the floor, drawing fouls against them, bothering them into fouls. Is that something you guys can actually try to strategize as a team or look for ways to do?
No, I mean, we just try to play our style of basketball. Obviously, when you put their best players in you know, in coverage a lot and pick and rolls and things like that, it just wears down the player. You know, when they're trying to fight and got a battle on the other end, you know, the shots that they usually make tend to be a little short. You know, or they look for other guys just because they're playing on both ends of the floor. But I mean, you know, the game plan is not go out and let's get them in foul trouble. You know, we just played physical tonight, and the calls went our way.